SwimOutlet.com delivers the best online shopping experience. With an extensive selection and the lowest prices, you're guaranteed to find the product you need. Here's what you get. Free shipping on all orders over $49. Free 1 to 2 day shipping on all orders over $99. All orders placed by 6 p.m. ship out the same day. Shop at SwimOutlet.com, the web's most popular swim shop.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Thursday, August 16th, 2012. I'm your host, Jeff Cummings. Today's guest is Kim Brackin, who is back from the London Olympics after coaching Kirsty Coventry to her third appearance. She's got no time for a break as she's ready to start a brand new venture. And Kim joins us in the Finis Monitor from Austin, Texas to talk about it. Hey Kim, good to see you again. How you doing?
Thanks, Jeff. I'm doing great. It's good to see you too.
So you're back from London. You were Kirsty Coventry's personal coach, your third time working with her at the Olympics. No medals this time, but how was the experience in London for you?
Well, it was a great experience. I mean, Jeff, you can never minimize the opportunity of having to coach or compete at the Olympic Games. It's the pinnacle of our sport. You go there to push yourself to your limit, to learn from other coaches and just watching people and to see how you respond to successes and failures. And I think that we did that and, learned some stuff about ourselves. So no medals, but I think more importantly, we learned that our spirits are strong and resilient. And we certainly both had some challenges over the last 6 months. And it was really cool to work it out with Kirsty, to have each other as a support network and I think have some good success at the Olympic Games. And just, on a personal note, for me, it was a really good time to reflect on my career and the impact I've been able to have on world-class athletes over the last 19 years and reconnect with coaches who I've worked side by side with over the years and then just see some coaches that I've just been able to coach with throughout the world, whether it's at Olympic Games or World Championships. So it was a great kind of way for me to close at least for now, the competitive coaching career that I've had.
Yeah, I imagine it was like a big reunion of sorts because
yeah.
Your reach in swimming has gone a long way.
Well, thanks. Yeah, it's been fun.
So as you said, you're kind of getting ready to start a new chapter. Tell us about this new business venture, the Brackin Elite Swim Training.
Yeah, I like to call it BEST. A nice little acronym there. But I love coaching, and I think I'm pretty good at it, and I wanted to stay in the sport. But as a collegiate coach, you wear so many different hats, and if you stay in one area too long, probably some of those other areas are going to suffer. And for me, technique was an area that I would have loved to concentrate on more often. But again, juggling all those hats didn't really feel like I could give it the time and energy that I really would have liked to. So Brackin Elite Swim Training is a way for me to focus just on technique. So I'll be coaching athletes in an endless pool and using dartfish analysis to assess their technique. And I think now having the time and the technology, I don't think you can find really a better environment to work on becoming a more efficient and effective swimmer. And, it's interesting. I saw an article where Shane Gould, who is a legend in Australian swimming, where she talked about how they're assessing what they believe to be the less than stellar performance of the Australian swimming team. And she mentioned that she felt like swimming was over-scientized and that there should be more of a working more towards quality of stroke versus just training or the science of it so much. So what I'd like to do is kind of blend a little bit of science and art and help people swim more efficiently. And I've always had really great mentors in terms of technique. So Richard Quick, Bill Boomer in the mid-90s, and then working at Auburn with David Marsh and Dave Durden. We always felt like technique and sometimes out-of-the-box technique was the foundation for efficient and fast swimming. So I'm really excited to kind of get back in just that little niche.
Sounds like you're, at least maybe these days, an advocate of the quality over quantity philosophy in swimming.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I've never been a big quantity person, but there absolutely is a place for training in training up and down the pool, and taxing different energy systems. And I don't intend to train athletes like that. I don't intend to be a primary coach to anyone. But I do want to look at the quality of swimming. And I think that, this is the perfect opportunity to do that.
So tell me what will you actually be doing as a coach? Will people be coming to you for some of your technique advice, or will you be going out to different clubs around the country?
Well, I would certainly, entertain the idea of doing clinics. I've done that before and really enjoy doing them. But best is about being here in Austin. So I have an endless pool. I will have an endless pool on my property, and people will come to me. I modeled it after what a golf pro does. So specific skill acquisition and then reinforcing consistently good habits. So like I said, I don't want to take the place of, a coach in a club environment, but I would love to act as a tutor, or just supplementing what that coach is doing. I know as a college coach, I didn't have the time to consistently reinforce for 26, 30 different athletes every day some of the great skills that they could be working on to become more efficient in the water. So they'll be coming to me, and I will hope to work in conjunction with their club coach and reinforcing things that they think is valuable. And they'll get in the endless pool. There's, there are mirrors on the bottom of the pool and kind of in front of the pool, and then even for backstrippers above you, there's consistent a video feed. So we're always recording what's going on. I think it's a great opportunity for different learning styles. So there's kind of three main learning styles: auditory, visual, and tactile. And for the visual learner, they're going to be in heaven because they can see themselves while they're swimming and then stand up at any moment. We can hit rewind and they can look at what they were doing, and then we can try something different and look at it again. For an auditory or tactile learner, I'll be standing right there. It's not like you have to yell down the pool or wait till they get back. They're swimming statically. If you don't know what an endless pool is, you're just swimming within a current, which I can turn up to different speeds. So an auditory or a tactile learner, I can even be hands-on. So that's an environment that they've probably never been in order to learn. I just think as a learning tool, it's an environment that is really unparalleled right now.
You just came off, I know, just recently coaching Kirsty at the Olympics, but looking ahead, do you feel like you're going to ever get that itch again to get back on deck and coach a swim team again?
Potentially. I would never rule that out. I loved coaching in the college environment. I feel like I've had a lot of good success there. This is going to allow me to stay in Austin right now. We love Austin. It's a great community to be in. It allows me to stay in coaching, and I'm really excited about being able to communicate my ideas in my time frame and to a wider spectrum, a wider audience than I've ever had before. And I've talked a lot about apply to club swimmers, but I really want to be able to use this resource for master swimmers and triathletes. One of my first clients is going to be Tara Castro, who's a professional triathlete. She's competing in Ironman Louisville in less than 2 weeks. Go Tara! And she'll be coming down after that, and as she gets back into training mode, and we're going to help perfect her technique. So I feel like this business could really grow, and we'll just kind of see where it takes it. One other route I think we could go in terms of helping the college-bound student athlete. That's what I'm really excited about. That part is helping kids understand what that transition is like going off to college. I think they need a tool bag of skills and how to make that transition successful. Two things that pop into my mind are being self-sufficient and knowing how to problem solve. And I think I can help, besides just working on their technique, just day to day, if I develop a long-term relationship with them, helping them with some of those characteristics that a successful college student athlete needs. And then, helping them network with different coaches. having coached for as long as I have, and working on the CSCA board, I know coaches all different divisions, and I think I can help them reach out maybe a little bit more than they traditionally would be able to, and share some of the video that we're taking. That's a view that most college coaches don't get to see of athletes that they're recruiting. So there's a lot of different ways that I think we can, build the business besides just coaching technique.
Well, Kim, I think this is going to be a great venture for you. I'm sure it's going to be great to see a lot of the swimmers who you'll start being a second coach to when this starts in mid-September. So we look forward to hearing more from you as this gets off the ground.
Thanks, I appreciate that, and I hope to get people from all over the country. Not just athletes here in Austin or in Texas, and have people come to a great city and spend some time here, maybe before they compete or after they compete at a meet, a mile down the street. So it'll be a lot of fun, and I appreciate your attention to it. Thanks.
And how can people learn more about Brackin Elite Swim Training or BEST?
Well, right now we just have a landing page up at www.Brackin Elite Swim Training, and there's a link to email me and sign up for our newsletter. So hopefully mid to late September is the launch date. We're in the process of getting the pool, and we're actually building an apartment in our backyard, in our garage apartment. So that's a place where people could actually stay. So there's going to be a lot of good information on that website. But again, right now it's just a landing page. So please come back to it and sign up for that newsletter, and then I'll work to keep you up to date.
All right, Kim. Well, thanks again for joining us, and best of luck with BEST.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, our pleasure. That's Kim Brackin joining us for today's Morning Swim Show, talking about her new venture. Sounds very exciting for her. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.